Selling your home during the holidays might sound kind of crazy, right? But it's actually when the really serious buyers come out to play. The secret to getting top dollar isn't some massive whole home makeover. Nope. It's all about one specific strategy, focused on just one room that gives you the ultimate edge. So you're taking the plunge, putting your home on the market while everyone else is just putting up holiday lights. It's a bold move for sure, but trust me, it can pay off big time if you know the secret to really capturing a buyer's imagination. And it all boils down to where you put your focus. That's right. And no, you don't have to tear your whole house apart to do it. There is just one single room that has the power to make a buyer stop in their tracks, fall in love, and start asking where they need to sign. And that most valuable player, your holiday selling MVP, is, you guessed it, the kitchen. This isn't just a gut feeling. The numbers absolutely back it up. A minor kitchen remodel is one of the very few projects where you can get back over 80 cents on every dollar you spend. When we're talking return on investment, no other room even comes close, especially this time of year. So what's really going on here? Well, buyers aren't just looking at cabinets and countertops. They're literally projecting their own future into that space. They see themselves hosting Thanksgiving dinner. They picture baking cookies with the kids. They imagine starting the new year with a big brunch for friends. The kitchen is the emotional center of the home. And during the holidays, that feeling gets turned up to 11. Okay, so hearing that the kitchen is the key might spark a little bit of panic. I get it. You're probably picturing massive costs, construction dust everywhere, weeks of total chaos. But let's just bust that myth right here, right now. We are not talking about a full-on demolition. This is the number one question on every seller's mind. Do I really have to drop a fortune and live through a massive construction project right before I sell? And let me just say, the answer is a huge, resounding no. Let's just look at the difference here. A full-blown renovation right before a holiday sale, it's often a terrible idea. It takes way too long, it costs an absolute fortune, and the stress is just off the charts. A smart refresh, on the other hand, is all about getting the biggest bang for your buck with the least amount of time and money. It's the strategic move. So this whole idea refresh, not rebuild, what does it actually mean? It's about creating the feeling of a new kitchen. You're making smart, targeted updates that give buyers that wow factor, but without you having to take out a second mortgage to get there. All right, let's get to the good stuff. This is your step-by-step guide. These are the updates that actually move the needle for buyers and are going to get you the best possible return on your investment. First up, paint and cabinets. Look, if your cabinets are in good shape, but just look dated, paint is your absolute best friend. A fresh coat of a light, neutral color, think soft whites or warm grays, can make the whole space feel brand new. Then, swap out that old hardware for something modern and bam, you've just transformed your kitchen for a few $100. And here's why that's so critical. Your home's very first showing happens online. When a buyer is scrolling through dozens of listings, a dark, tired-looking kitchen is an instant next. A bright, fresh kitchen grabs their eye and makes them stop. You have to win that first impression online. Now, if you've got a little more wiggle room in the budget, countertops and a new backsplash are your next power move. And you don't need to splurge on fancy marble. A good-looking mid-range quartz or even a high-quality modern laminate can completely change the vibe. And for the backsplash, you can't go wrong with classic subway tile. It's clean, everyone likes it, and it looks amazing in photos. I love this quote because when it comes to the atmosphere you're trying to create, you really want a Hallmark movie glow, not basement vibes. And nothing changes the vibe of a room more than the lighting. Lighting is your secret weapon, seriously. Swapping out that old, dated fixture for a simple, modern one is fast and pretty cheap. And if you can, adding some LED strips under the cabinets creates this warm, expensive-looking glow. Remember, in the winter, it gets dark early. Great lighting makes your home feel cozy and welcoming, not like a cave. Okay, let's talk appliances. The biggest visual problem isn't always old appliances, it's mismatched ones. You know, that stainless steel fridge next to a white dishwasher and a black stove. It just feels chaotic. If you can't replace them all, just think about updating the most obvious one to make the whole set feel more coordinated. It sends a signal that you've taken good care of the home. And finally, styling. For the holidays, you have to remember, less is more. Resist that urge to cover every single surface with decorations. A simple, elegant centerpiece, some fresh dish towels, and a nice, subtle scent, think cinnamon or vanilla, is all you need. The goal is for buyers to see the countertop space, not your personal holiday collection. So once the kitchen is looking amazing, where do you go next if you still have some time and budget left? Let's take a quick look at the next priorities for the rest of the house. We're talking quick wins here. In the bathroom, just recaulking the tub and updating the light fixture can make it feel so much cleaner. For the entryway, a brand new doormat and bright lighting make for a great first impression. And in the living room, a few new neutral pillows and some serious decluttering can make the whole space feel bigger and way more inviting. But, and misses a big but, let's be crystal clear. While those other updates are great, they are secondary. If you have to pick just one area to put your time and money into, the kitchen is still the undisputed champ for boosting your home's value. Now for a little reality check. What if you're listing like next week and you have basically no budget for any of this? Don't panic. There is still a super effective plan for you. This is what we call the no remodel plan. Look, sometimes the house doesn't need a renovation. It just needs a reset. Start with a deep, deep clean, every single surface. Then be ruthless with your decluttering. After that, a fresh coat of neutral paint can make any room feel 10 times brighter. And finally, fix all those little annoyances, like the leaky faucet or the loose handle. A clean, well-maintained older kitchen shows so much better than a messy new one. So let's wrap this all up. What's the winning playbook here? Number 1, the kitchen is your top priority. Focus on that smart refresh with high-impact, low-cost updates like paint, hardware, and lighting. Your whole goal is to create a warm, welcoming space where buyers can immediately picture their own family celebrations, because that feeling is what gets you the best offers. And that's really the ultimate question I'll leave you with. Looking at these steps, is your kitchen really ready to be the one room that makes a buyer turn and say, this is it, this is the one?